join us as well, who's going to join us in this lovely Create Together journey today. So just give us a few minutes. Obviously the official time to go live is 5, but we're logging in a little bit early to make sure we're testing things, getting things well set up, so that everybody can have a nice, smooth, wonderful Create Together session today. So just give us a few minutes, and hello to everybody who's joining us. Manali is here. Hi Manali. And good to know. Again, I'm getting a lot of thumbs ups, which obviously means I hope that you guys can hear me and see me very well. Hi Vibha. Alright, time to get somebody to join us. So I'm going to send who's going to be joining us today a request to join in to our session. We're just going to give her a minute to connect with us, and
just 2 minutes, sorry.
No worries, take your time. Hi Vibha, how are you?
Hi, I'm great, just 1 minute.
Sure, take your time, no worries.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm sitting on my dining table and the view is not that Should I change the orientation of my video? Is this better? I think, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. What time again?
Keep happy.
Fantastic. So, for those of you who are joining us, for those of you who are new to this, we do a session on every Friday at 5 o'clock where we create something. Usually we try to create something with somebody, and today we have Vibha with us, who is a wonderful, wonderful artist. So we're very eager to have her create together with us today. Hi Anju, hi Pooja. I'm trying to see everybody's comments, but please see if I missed out on something. So once again, coming back to Vibha, we are so excited to have her join us today on the Create Together journey. She does some fantastic artwork in terms of doodling, in terms of mandalas, painting. Actually, why don't you tell everybody a lot more about what kind of art stuff, creative adventures you like to go on?
First of all, hi Disha, hi to everybody who's joined. I can see a lot of good faces, so it's very exciting. What I do is, I am into everything. I call myself a confused artist because I can't stick to one art form, and I keep switching between art forms, and that makes me, always on my toes. So I do mandalas, I do watercolors, acrylics. Sometimes I'm in the mood to just create small pieces of art, so I do one quilling card here, or maybe I do a bookmark. Very easy to do, and you feel like, oh, you've used your day and done something. Some days I create big pieces, so that's what I do.
Fantastic. And those of you who are already following her have been seeing all the wonderful stuff that she's been doing. And those of you not, please do follow her page on Instagram. We have links, of course, in the profiles as well, and see all the beautiful stuff she does. It's so inspiring to see all the creativity that comes out of the stage. So, shall we introduce everybody to today's activity, Vibha?
Yes, let's start. Everybody has been messaging me, what are we going to do today? So let's just break the suspense.
Okay, wonderful. So today's activity, guys, I would like to shout out special dedication to this wonderful parent. Her name is Zahavia, and I think she's with us today. So hi Zahavia, and thank you very much for recommending this lovely activity. Zahavia has recommended and shared with us how she does this with her 2 daughters. She makes cute little cards for them, which are just notes of positivity, notes of encouragement that she leaves with them to find at various times, and that is very supportive and encouraging for them. And we thought that's such a wonderful idea. I mean, I know some of us do it for our friends and family too, and we thought that it would be such a lovely idea to have a Create Together session, where of course not just Vibha and I, but all of you guys who are joining in today, craft a little small card of gratitude or a small card of the positive notes that you want to share with a friend. And I know we can't go and give it to some of these people who we'd like to give it to right now, but maybe we can send them a little video with it, or do like a video call, or those people who are in your family, maybe one for your mom or dad or something to playing with you, you can obviously just give it to them as well. So it's just going to be about, I think, an hour-long session of just crafting these little cards of gratitude or little cards of a positive message that we'd like to share with something you know and care about. Sound good?
I want to add something, Disha. I think we can give these cards even to our watchmen, or if you have house help who is still coming in, just make it and just say a thank you to them. I mean, they're staying away from their family. They don't want to run away and go back to their village, but they're not. They're staying back. So it's nice to get a thank you card from somebody who you have seen every day but don't really interact that much with. So it's a good way to express your thank you to people at such times.
Just make their day. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fantastic. And at Imagimake, we love quilling basically. We love quilling at Imagimake, and for those of you who don't know quilling is an art form where you take a strip of paper, wind it up into a coil, and then give it different shapes in order to be able to create a two-dimensional or a three-dimensional object, right? So what we thought is that we could use quilling as a technique, and sometimes people think that quilling is a very elaborate technique, that you have to do huge things with it, and it takes a lot of time because you have to make so many tiny coils and things like that. Well, there is a lot of intricate quilling out there that a lot of artists do, and they do it beautifully, they do it wonderfully. We at Imagimake believe that quilling is something that every child can do. Everybody who wants to try it out, just having 5 minutes in their day, can easily do this activity as well. So what we like to do for these cards is also give a little glimpse of how just with 2 strips of paper or 3 coils or 4 coils, whatever it might be, we can create something that's pretty attractive, pretty cute, and pretty easy to make. So we're going to be using paper quilling as today's technique, and as Riva has been sharing and as we've been sharing on Imagimake, all we're going to need is some strips of paper. For those of you who don't have strips of paper, of course, if you have any colored paper, or people can use white paper if they want, whatever they want, just want to cut it into strips of paper, that's fine too. We're going to need some glue, so that's nice to have around. And of course some paper on which you want to make your little card. So I have cut up some paper over here, but if you want to just stick it on some paper and then fold it later and make it into a card, whatever works for you is fine, pretty much, right? And we are also going to be showing some of the quilling tools that we have, but you don't necessarily have to have the quilling by just rolling it with your hands, or like Riva had mentioned, a toothpick, or a earbud, or a pencil, or anything that you have at home. Anything you'd like to add to that, Riva?
No, I think we are great. We should get started. So I also have these mini cards. I just taken a piece of paper, folded it. So that's what you need to do, and we are good to start. So I'm very excited, Disha, to learn from you today.
Alright, just one more small thing, folks, that we do have a giveaway, guys, like we do every week. So for those of you following along, you can make your cards with us, or you can make them after the session is over. And the detailed instructions will be there on our profiles. I think they're already there. Who you need to tag and what you need to add in the hashtag, etc. The most important part is enjoy making these cards and enjoy dedicating it to somebody who you want to spread a smile to, and give it to them. If you can take a picture with them, that would be even more exciting for us to see. But of course, we understand that's not always possible. So just share whatever you guys are making, and let's just hope that we're able to spread a whole lot of smiles today.
Wonderful. Let's start.
Okay, fantastic. So shall I go ahead and turn the camera now?
Yes. So, Disha, 1 minute. I just want to show. So, you were talking about quilling, right? So, I've made a small Doraemon here, which is just with paper. And minion, it's a 3D minion if you see this. So, you can do a lot of stuff, and it's really fun to do this. So, since you were talking about intricate quilling, I thought I'll just show off a little.
Oh, that's adorable. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was absolutely adorable. Thank you.
I think, Disha, your sound is coming very less as somebody's comment.
Yes, I just noticed that as well. Okay, I'm going to try to speak up a little louder, and the camera, the mic is actually going to move closer to me as I go on top. So hopefully that would help as well. But you guys can let me know, and hopefully you'll enjoy seeing what I'm doing more than hearing me probably. So let's just jump right into the quilling then, yeah?
Yes, let's do this.
Fantastic. I'm going to turn the camera now. And here we go. Okay. So I'm scared you all can see my people all right. My hands are visible. And probably turn this around this way so that it's showing a little bit more of what I want you to see. Fair enough. Okay. So I think we'll start with a few stars. How about that, Vibha? Is that okay with you? Start with a few stars?
Perfect. Yes.
Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to use a yellow strip of paper. For those of you who want to use something else, that's fine too. And I am going to make my first coil with what we call a manual tool. So I have this one, but of course everybody may have seen manual tools of various different types, and you can go ahead and use whatever kind you want. I'm going to insert the strip of paper into this manual tool right here. So this has got a slot like the needle where you can insert the piece of paper, and then we can just go ahead and wind the paper around. Okay? Alright. So we're just winding. Vibha, maybe you can tell us what you're using to quill today?
I am using the one which is called Quilled. It's from Imagimake, and it's wonderful. It's so much fun. And I am just so, when you do it with a manual tool, it's a little difficult to make coils, like if you're making photo frames or something. And with this, it's just so easy. It's fun. It's more like playing with a toy.
Well, I'm very glad you think so. So thank you for that appreciation. And for those of you who were following me as I was winding this, I have now reached the end of my paper right here. And I'm going to take this out and I'm going to expand it. Now I can expand it just on the table over here. So it's going to become what we call a loose foil. So you know how the paper expands and makes these concentric circles. That itself is sometimes just so beautiful to me to see. It's so relaxing to just see that coil expand sometimes. And one more thing which we have as a part of our Imagimake strips is that we put some glue right at the end so that you don't have to use any external glue to stick the coil shut. That just makes it, especially if your kids doing it, it just makes it a little bit easier for children to be able to handle the art of quilling as well. But of course, if you don't have this, you can just use some glue at the end to stick the coil shut as well. So I'm going to take that out and go ahead and stick the coil shut. And now we're going to make some stars. And Vibha's already ready with something, Vibha?
Yes, I have a circle ready now. Oh my god, what do I do with this?
Okay, so we're going to try to make a very, very simple 4-point star, which is kind of like this. I guess you guys can see it if I raise it up. Yeah, something like that. Oops. Something like that. So we're just going to pinch it. Now the way to make shapes in quilling is by pinching it. So we're just going to pinch it at 4 different points. So I'm going to hold it at what I believe are 2 opposite ends of the coil and just pinch it. And if I want these 2 corners to be sharp as well, I can go ahead and give them another pinch as well. So just 4 pinches and we have a star ready. Is that okay? Yay! Okay, very nice. Okay, so for those of you who already know a little bit of quilling and are going faster than we are right now, you can of course make some more stars and put some additional stars on your card as well. I think I'm going to go with 1 more star for mine. Vibha, how about you?
Yes, I'm also going to try 1 more star. So we have like a cluster full of stars in the sky.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I think I'll try using the super quiller that Vibha was using as well for my next
This is what I'm using, and I'm just going to press this button and just look at the guys. It's just like, wow.
Thank you. We're so glad you like it.
But I like the fact that you have these stick-on, at the end, because it kind of gets messy, especially for younger children. So I have a niece who's 5-year-old, and I think I'm going to gift her something like this. She will really enjoy quilling, because she doesn't have to, get her hands messy now.
Thank you so much. That is so nice of you. So we're just gonna go ahead and pinch once again to make one more star out of this. And of course, we can have stars of different shapes. Some could be taller, some could be shorter, different colors too. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Are we ready to go ahead and put them on the card?
Yes.
Fantastic.
So just want to say that what we're making right now, guys, is loose coil. Okay, this is not a very hard coil, so this is a loose coil, and yeah.
Absolutely. And how about an interesting message, Vibha? What do you think? Shall we put a message on this card as well?
Definitely. What are you planning to put? I'm going to copy you.
Okay, alright. How about actually, this was also one of the cards that the parents suggested, but I'm really sorry, Zahavia, I don't remember the exact message that you used, so I'm going to try to make something up here. So I think I'm going to probably share this card with my mom, and I want to say thank you for helping me shine bright.
Wonderful.
Yeah? Of course, you guys can put your own messages as well. You can choose who you want to give it to, and what message you want to add to it as well. We'd love to see your messages as well. So, just gonna add some glue and paste it. It's really fun how you can do these things without it taking too much time either, which is something that I really like about it also, that it's just 5 minutes maybe. I don't know how long it took us. It probably did not take us too long to do this.
Exactly, and it's I think, Disha, while I was talking to you the last time, you said it's only meant for kids. I'm an adult, I'm a 30-year-old, and I practice quilling. So I am hooked to it. So I don't think it's, I think even moms can have a lot of fun if they're doing it with their kids. It could be a nice family activity.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Alright, fantastic. And obviously, for those of you who don't want to do all the writing and everything while we're doing the session, you want to do some of this stuff later, have fun with it however you like. We could add some more sparkles on it. If you have something sparkly that you'd like to add, I think that would be an interesting idea too. Or if we want to, just draw some sparkles on. That is fun too. Any other ideas about what we could do?
No, I think my card is ready. I've kept it very simple.
Oh wow, nice, lovely.
It's
so pretty.
It's like a mirror image, but I think you can make out.
I know that's the unfortunate part about it. But yes, maybe when we go up online, we can just share the non-mirrored image part of it also with everything. But yes, okay, that's cool. That's cool. Shall we make one more?
Disha, there's somebody, I think it's Shena Bajaria, who's asking, will this session be saved anywhere?
Yes, it shall. It will be available on Imagimake, and of course we share it with Vibha as well. And we will post the links for it as well so that everybody can see it.
Great.
Okay, fantastic. And somebody said stuck. I don't know what was stuck, I think.
Is the video stuck? I think you're not doing anything, so it looks like it's stuck.
But yeah? Okay. Okay, hopefully that's fine now. Alright, fantastic. So So let's go ahead and make one more. Yeah?
Yay!
Okay, so I think I'm gonna try to make an ant this time. This was an idea that was suggested by somebody in our team a little earlier today when we were chatting, and we were talking about what kind of cards we could make. So we're gonna make little ants today. Yeah, not the most obvious thing you might think of making, but you're gonna see how we're gonna turn that into something fun as well. So somebody said please go slow. Okay, we've tried to go slow. We did have a few different types of cards that we wanted to show you guys today. So hopefully we'll try to go slow but still try to cover as much as we wanted to show yours. But we'll see. So I'm gonna use 3 coils for my ant.
Okay.
And I'm going to make the first one in a slightly different tool just so that we can show everybody that one as well. So this one over here is what we call the spiral station. It once again does something similar. It has a slot where you can insert the paper. And the difference is that this is a tabletop device versus the super quiller, which was a handheld device. And what happens with the tabletop device is that you can use an even hand speed, so my hand is entirely free. If I want to pause in the middle and take both my hands away, I can do that as well. And it's got this huge button over here on the side which I can press in order to make it work. So for even younger kids, like 5-year-olds who want to try something out, we quite often recommend this powder machine over here. And what I've done is I've made a coil of it, just like the one that we were making. And I'm actually going to stick this shut right here as a tight coil. I'm not going to expand it. So again, for the ones who are relatively new to this, if you stick coil right here before you expand it, it's what we call a tight coil in paper plate. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick that shut as a tight coil. What's the machine called is one of the questions. Yeah, we have 2 machines. One is the spiral station, the tabletop one which I just used was the spiral station. And the one that Litha is using is called the super quiller. So thank you for asking these questions. Okay. And maybe I'll use the super quiller once again for the next coil. So over here, I'm going to use the super quiller and I'm going to again make a coil. This time I'm going to make a loose coil. But once again, I'm going to make it with a black strip because I want my entire ant to be in black. So there we go. That's fast. Much faster than doing it manually. There we go. And I'm just going to expand it to approximately the size of about 1 centimeter. But of course you guys can choose the sizes you want as well. And once again I have to put the end of this string. I'm going to go ahead and stick that shut. And before I give a shape to this, I'm going to make one more which is just like this one. So I'm just going to make one more coil pretty similar to this one. Alright, somebody said that it's out of stock, coconut out of stock on Amazon since a long time. Sorry about that, Shailan. I think that the super quiller is listed as various types on Amazon, and while one of them might be out of stock, there are certain other types of super quiller that are in stock on Amazon. And of course, if you don't mind picking it up from our website, it's most certainly available on our website as well. So please feel free. We'll also try to get that information to you after the session. We'll send you a message with a link to where you can get the super quiller from as well. And I'm sorry for those of you whose voice is not clear for. I'll try to be a little louder. Is it my voice, Disha? my voice that is not clear?
I can hear you. I think it's a little, it's coming from a little far, you know, so that's the problem. Otherwise, you're quite audible.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Vibha. Thank you. Okay. And there's my second foil. I'm going to keep it more or less the same size as the first one. It doesn't matter. It's okay if it's a little bigger or smaller, but I'm going to try to keep it more or less about the same size. And when you want to keep foils medium size, it's often nice to use what we call a quilling board as well. So had I used this board and said that I want to make all my foils of this size, I could have just expanded it in here, and that way it would have been a little bit easier for me. But sometimes when you're trying to make a flower, for example, where you want all the petals to be exactly the same size and whatnot, it's just a little bit difficult to have a quilling board around it.
Is the background noise better now? I've just switched on off the fan. I think it could have been because of me. Can somebody say a thumbs up if you're able to hear us properly?
Thank you for noticing that, Vibha. That's very sweet of you.
I think it was the fan. I don't know if it's clear now.
Yes, I think we just got a yes. So that's
much
nice.
better. Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for taking care of that.
Great.
Okay. Fantastic. So we're going to go ahead and shape these guys to get into the ant shape. So I'm going to go ahead and what we call make the drop shape of paper quilling. This is actually the easiest shape of paper quilling. All you need to do is give it one pinch. So there we go. That's one pinch right there. And I'm sort of using the color black. The black is not always very easy to see, but maybe I'll keep it against the white and make it easier to see. Yeah, so just one pinch right there. Again, we're going to do the same thing with the second foil. And that's another drop right there. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and build this ant on my card instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the drops for the head of the ant. Then I'm going to use another one for the tight foil for the body. And this one has a slight angle at the bottom, which is going to become the tail, or the body and the tail, whatever you want to call it. I don't know the anatomy of ants really well. So I'm just trying to describe it as I see it. Okay, so shall we quickly just go ahead and stick that up?
Yes. I don't know if mine looks like an ant, but let's I'll just follow you.
Yeah. No, it will. I'm sure it will. And ants come in a lot of different shapes, I think, as well. So, and they're so tiny that, you know, it's perfectly fine. Okay. This one is a card that I would like to make for my entire Imagimake team, who has been so wonderful and who have been interacting with so much remotely, which has been so new to us because before the lockdown, we all used to just love spending time with each other in the office and be with each other all the time and create so many wonderful products together and you know, do all these crazy fun things together that we don't exactly get to do in person right now. We try to replicate as much of it over Zoom as we can, but at the same time, I basically can't wait to see them.
Wow.
So I'm going to turn this card into something that I would like to say to them, so I can't wait.
So you're writing, I can't wait to see them, right?
Yes, I know you can't see it very well because it's mirrored. I'm sorry about that.
Okay, I can't wait. It's okay, I can make out. I can't wait.
I'm gonna, once we go up back on screen, I'll turn this around. I'm just gonna add some feet and hands to this ant to make it look a little bit more like an ant. And maybe we can give it an eye too. I don't have my googly eyes around today, but if there are some kids who have googly eyes around, and a little googly eye to your hand, take that as well. That's nice. For those of you who don't, you can do what I'm doing. I'm just cutting up a little circle in a white piece of paper, and I'm gonna stick that for the eye of my ant.
Wow, I've never made an ant before. But I've made an elephant, so I'd like to show you my elephant here.
Yes, please do that.
See, this is how my elephant looks.
Oh, that is so cute. That is.
So that's those eyes that you're talking about, guys.
Yes.
This is the eye, and there's also a tortoise that I have made with quilling, with tight coins.
That is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Wow, that is lovely. That is lovely. And there was somebody I think whose comment I missed, who was asking about whether they can do a design on their own as well. Yes, absolutely. We'd love to see all the designs that you guys want to share with us, and use quilling in so many different ways for so many lovely ideas. So we'd love to see all of that. And okay, so this is not the most perfect circle, but I think it will do. It's the perfect eye and shape. Perfect shape for an eye's ant. An eye's ant is not always, the eye of an ant is not always a perfect circle, and that's why I didn't cut this into a perfect circle. I made it into exactly the shape that the eye has of an ant. Yeah, there we go. An anatomy expert suddenly.
Wow.
Okay, so with that,
That's my card.
Oh, so cute! So very cute!
I learned an ant. I'm so happy. I've made a dancing ant. The shop.
Yay! That is so creative. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. And I think I'd like to turn probably the camera around so that the next card could be something that you can lead us into. Is that something that's okay with you?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, fantastic. So guys, just bear with us while we switch our cameras around. And you're looking at
I'll
something
switch.
different.
Yes.
Okay, so now Vibha's going to teach us something interesting again with paper quilling that I'm going to try to follow along. And let's see what that's going to be.
Just give me a minute.
Of course, please take your time.
Yeah.
Take your time.
So we're going to make a camera here. And
Awesome.
let's start. So I'll first show you what colors we need. We are going to take 2 strips of blue.
Okay.
So you can just remove that.
Sure.
1 strip of pink.
Okay.
Actually, we can take 3 strips of blue and 1 strip of pink. So let's remove that,
Okay.
and then we can start quilling.
Sounds good. So I have my blue strips right here. They're 3. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm picking up this one, this light pink color. I think that looks very nice. I think quilling is a fun activity even for kids because kids are very they get attracted to colors. So it's fun when you tell them which color do you want to play with, and they enjoy picking their favorite color and making everything in that color.
I have 3 blues and I have a pink with me as well. Alright.
So I think people are saying they can't see my video because it's under the comments. Is it possible for you to switch off the comments for some time?
Let me try to do that. Just give me 1 second. Okay, did that work?
No idea. I try and get my hand up so that you can see what I'm doing. So I'm using this quillon, and I'm going to take just 1 strip of blue. Okay. I think I'm going to take 2 strips of blue, so I'm going to stick it together. I'm sticking 2 strips together so that I have like a big, so we're trying to create this square here.
Okay.
So I'm going to stick 2 strips together so we can make a big coil.
Okay. we are joining two strips.
So I've removed the sticky area from one area and I'm just kind of sticking it together. Wow, this is fun. This is so fun. I don't have to use glue. You know, most of the times, Disha, I think you get irritated with quilling because, you know, that Fevicol or whatever you're using, it sticks to your hand and then it makes your coils black and you have these little, you know, little black pieces all over. So it's fun. I don't have to think about getting my hands dirty.
That is so true. That is so true. And we're so spoiled by these strips that sometimes when we don't have them, we don't like that. So one handy thing to have around is this glue tip, which has a very fine tip, you know, where the glue comes out. So that does help sometimes when you need to use glue in finer places as well. But of course, we go ahead with what Vibha's showing us and using the super quiller to make the coil, I guess.
Yes, we just made a coil here and I'm going to stick it.
Okay, alright. So we're sticking a loose coil, right, Vibha?
Yes, we're sticking a loose coil and I'm going to keep so I'm not going to stick it unless I get the shape perfect. So don't stick it, guys, otherwise you will not be able to get the perfect shape. So I'm going to take an E shape here and I'm just going to like kind of loosen this up a little.
Okay, alright. I'll go for the E as well. Alright, there we go.
Okay, so I have this loose coil here with me, which I'm going to turn into a square just like you showed previously.
Okay.
So I'm going to pinch it from two sides.
Okay.
Okay, this has not come out as perfect as I was hoping it to be. I'm sorry.
No worries. It's good.
So that's the fun. You can just open the strip again. We don't have time right now, but usually when that happens with me, that happens quite often. I open the strip again and I redo it.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so we have a square kind of a shape here, which is going to be my... Oh, that's nice actually. I like that it looks like a camera. It looks like a nice, different kind of a camera. It's not as flint and nice.
Yeah, I know, and that's so much fun. That's the fun thing about any kind of art, right? Like, you can make all these things that you think are mistakes, but then sometimes they just turn into something that you did not anticipate, but it's really cool at the same time. So that's fun.
Yeah.
So,
you know, it's happened to me so many times, Disha. I show an art piece. Oh wow, yours has come perfect. It looks like a camera.
Okay, so nothing's perfect really, right? Because I kind of like what happened with yours as well. But of course, I wasn't able to do it. So I think these are just two different styles in a way that we can show everybody today. So guys, doesn't matter what you get, both of them look pretty cool, I guess. So.
Exactly. I think yeah, we both have got a different. So that's the fun. We are all learning from the same person, but we'll all make our own different versions. So that's what I'm going to say. Add your tadka, guys, when you share your quilling cards. Add a little bit of you inside that card.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so I hope everybody is done till here. So Sahabya has some questions for you, Disha.
Okay, I'm sorry, I did not get that question.
Was wondering, doesn't the tip of the glue bottle get jammed?
Okay, so a good question. Mine actually doesn't. Unfortunately, if you try to keep it shut, you know, because it has this little lid kind of a thing, that you can. Most of the times, it does not end up getting stuck. There are a lot of ways of cleaning it up if it gets stuck. If you have a safety pin around, or you know, a pin that you can use to unplug it, that's fine too. You can wash it. Sometimes if it's been lying around for a long time, I just open up the lid and wash it under some water. If it's really stuck, then you want to use a little bit of hot water or warm water to clean it out as well. But there's a whole bunch of ways of cleaning it out. And this bottle is refillable, so we just take some more Fevicol or whatever glue you're using and refill it up as well. So yeah, a good question. Thank you.
So should we go ahead, Disha?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm using a pink strip now.
Okay.
And with this pink strip, I plan to make this heart here in the center.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay, so, I'll just show you how to make a heart shape. It's very simple. I'm sure you know it. It's for the other people who have joined.
Yes, I would love to know your style.
Yes, I've just made a coil. That's my coil here.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to use your grid over here, which I think I've fallen in love with. It's very cute and nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so this is one thing which I do when the coil doesn't open. I just tap on it lightly, so it automatically just opens up.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so this is my coil. I think I just stuck it by mistake. Anyways, that's fine. I'll stick it back. Okay, just a minute. Yeah, is my video, did it hang in between? Okay, now it's better.
No, I think it's fine. Yes, we're good.
So I've just made a loose coil and I'm going to stick the edge now.
Okay.
Okay, now to make the heart, it's a very simple way. We are first going to make a drop. So let me just show it to you. This is how you make a drop. Okay, by just pinching on one side. And then take your finger and just press in the middle.
Ah, okay.
So you take your nail, I take a nail or any sharp object and I just press it in the middle and curve it around my nail.
Okay.
If you're watching this, take your mom's help. I'm sure she'll have good nails and she can help you out.
Okay.
So that's the cute little heart I have here.
Wonderful. That is adorable.
And I'm going to stick it in the middle of my camera.
Okay, there we go. Let's do that. Okay. Alright. Beautiful. There we go. It's my
Wow, lovely. It's very nice. You can actually make a keychain out of it also. You know, you can just take a keychain and put your quilt collection inside the keychain and you have something ready.
That would be so nice. That would be so nice.
So I'm going to take another strip now and this is the last strip and we'll be done with the camera. So just 3 coils and our camera is going to be ready.
Okay, alright.
So again, I'm going to put it inside my super quiller.
Okay.
I have it ready here. So that's my coil and this coil is now going to turn into a square.
Wow,
Okay.
that's a really tiny square. Okay.
That's a really tiny square, but we can actually increase the size if you're not comfortable with. Okay, so I like the A1 and I'm going to just leave it there.
Okay.
And it's loosened up, so this is how it looks.
Okay.
And now what we're going to do is just stick the edge.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now again, you pinch it from 2 sides, like this. Okay, so you have an eye shape.
Right.
And then you just twist it. Sorry. And you just twist it. And you also pinch it from the other 2 sides. So just like we created the star,
Right. Right.
that's how we create a square. So I have a square ready here.
Okay. There we go.
Wonderful. And it's going to be at the top. So it looks like a camera.
So cute. So very, very cute.
Okay, so my camera is ready and let's ask our viewers, do you want me to write something specially there? Should I just write smile or something? If anybody wants to write in the comments, we could write that.
Yes. That's such a lovely idea. Let's take some suggestions.
Yes. Guys, do you want us to write something specially on this card, or should I just write smile, you look beautiful?
Oh, so cute. I like that message.
I don't get any comments here, so I'm just going to go ahead and write smile.
That's
Yeah, like that.
too.
Yeah. Let's write that. So I'm going to write say cheese.
Okay, alright. Let's do that. Let's do that.
Okay, my pen.
Okay, we have one more which says capture happy moments. Maybe I'll try to write that one. So that
Okay, cool.
slightly different ones as well. Thank you for everybody who is sharing these comments with us. That is so nice. Okay, somebody wants to know how to make the heart shape once again. So maybe once Rita's done finishing off her comment, she can show us how to make the heart again as well. I like how you're lecturing to River. It's so sweet, and it's like you make it look so easy. You know, you just really make it look so easy. That is so cool. Wow.
Yes, I'm just doing it quickly, and I'm just adding some shadows. And I wanted to add the extra E, so I went back to the comments to read.
That is so cool. That is so very nice.
So I hope whoever said that, Ritik, I hope you like this, Ritik.
Yes, I'm sure they do.
Yay, so we have say cheese and put some dots.
I'm gonna try to see if I can copy the side of the cheese a little bit over here as well. Let's see. Oh, so cute. And there's some stars.
And the moon, and we have lovely cards here ready. I want to see what you're making, Disha.
Okay, so I'm just beginning to write down, but I try to use your style of
It looks lovely.
happy. So I'm still working on mine, but since, I mean, if you're okay with yours, then do you want to show how to make the heart shape again?
Yes, I'll show it again.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, you can finish maybe your
Yes, I will try to do that. I will try to do that.
So whoever said that wants to see the heart again, let's just do it. I'll do it slowly this time. So you just make normal oil first. Okay. Okay, so this is my circle.
Alright.
And I'm just going to make it a loose coil so that it's easier to make the heart. So I'm going to take the B shape.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm going to stick it first so that my coil is intact.
Okay.
That's very simple. What you do is you hold your coil in between your fingers. This is my coil, and I'm just going to pinch one side of it like this. Okay. Simple. Now the side which you have not pinched, so it looks like a drop right now. Just hold it. If you can use your fingers, great. If you cannot, use any sharp object that you have. Not very sharp. Maybe I have a tool like this. It's just like, I don't know, some screwdriver or something. So I'm just going to press it inside with this. Just on the side. Just going to press it. Or you can use your nail and you can press it inside. And that's my heart. You're ready.
Wonderful.
So this is my heart. Just ready. So it's very simple. You just make a drop first and then you put your nail or your finger and pinch it inside.
Perfect.
So excited to see what everybody else is doing. I can't see everybody's screen. I get to see your screen. But that's the fun part, Disha. After this, when people start tagging and sharing their artwork, that's so much fun to see.
Yes, yes. And I think a lot of people are asking if they can make different designs. So yes, guys, everybody who's asking that question, you can really make any design that you like. So Vibha and I made 2 cameras right now, and with 2 different messages and 2 different cards. And I think they both look pretty cute, right? So of course you don't have to make the camera, you can make anything that you like for anybody you like. The idea is to make something that you think is going to help spread some style.
Wonderful.
Alright.
I like how you've used green stars. You know, it really looks nice with the blue.
I can follow along, right? I think I missed the moon. Maybe I'll add the moon somewhere. But yeah, there we go. Okay, now I have a moon.
Wow, wonderful. I love this.
Thank you, thank you. So I think we had a chance to give everybody a set of ideas to make some different cards, and we did guys have 1 or 2 more designs that we wanted to show you all, but obviously we were running a little short on time. But I do have some of the other stuff that we've made before, so if you don't mind, I'd just quickly like to show some of that as well to some of our viewers. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
This was again a card with just 2 little shapes where we made a fish.
Wow.
It looks like it's in a water tank.
How have you done those brown? What is that brown thing that you've done?
It's actually a clay. So it's a type of clay that we use called Leximos. It's an air dry clay. But I've seen kids sometimes do this with just sand as well that you can find anywhere. So, you know, and then this of course is just a little bit of watercoloring with a brush pen or something like that. So there's one option. And then this was another something that we did. Just like the ant, I never thought I would quill a bee. You know, I don't really like eating bees too much. I'm not a very healthy eater, I must confess that. But at the same time, I did enjoy quilling it, so that was nice.
This is so cute. What have you written? You are? I just can't make out the last word.
I know, because it's reversed, right? Sorry, it's got, you've got the beat, so it's just
wow, what a lovely message.
Yeah. And then we had a request at some point in time from one of our kids asking how to make a bunny. So we made like a little bunny with just a few toys as well. So that was something that we did. And then I have a couple of more which were slightly more elaborate, a little bit more toys. But for those of you who have some time or are super fast at quilling, there's something which says eat some cake, and it's got a bunch of cupcakes and pastries and whatnot on it. You can just make one cupcake if you want as well. You don't have to make the whole stand or something. And when the rain started, and I love the rain, so I decided to do something that was dedicated.
Wow.
So yeah. These are just some random designs. There are little videos or images of these on our feed as well, so you guys can go see it if you like. And thank you for everybody who's looking at it and saying that they like it. And thank you for everybody who's looking at it and saying that they like it.
The videos. They are, you have a wonderful feed, Disha. Very nice.
Thank you very much. It's the whole team, you know, of course. Sometimes you get to see me more than you get to see them, but it's the whole team that is so creative and like, especially sometimes when I'm just like stuck, oh my god, what am I going to do? And we just talk to somebody and we get a whole bunch of ideas and we all enjoy crafting and creating and hence the whole create together, right? So, absolutely. So I guess we have a couple more minutes to take any last questions that anybody has, or if you have anything that you'd like to add, even whatever we
just that, guys, usually the live sessions I do don't end up with a giveaway, but this one is going to end up with a giveaway. So you are going to share your artwork and you could be the lucky winner to get some nice vouchers from Imagimake. So do participate, and the deadline is 3rd July, right, Disha? Yeah, so the deadline is 3rd July, so you have pretty much time. You can go and check out the live video again. You can use your own creativity and do share pictures. If you share these cards with your mom or their reactions, it will be so nice to see that too.
Absolutely, absolutely. Wonderful. And I think I had a fantastic time crafting with her. So, oh sorry, we do have one question. What does the giveaway winner get? Well, it's a surprise. It's going to be a surprise which you can actually choose for yourself on the Imagimake website. So we're not going to reveal all the details, but go ahead and try it out, and you will, I think, be happy with what you get. So let's leave it at that. Yeah. So
awesome.
Lots of fun crafting with you. Thank you so much for coming live with us today and for helping us make this camera and showing us the minion and the Doraemon and all those lovely things that we've been doing as well.
Thank you, Disha, for having me on. This is one of the best and the most amazing live sessions I've had. So much fun. I have had so much fun creating today.
Thank you so much. We did as well. And with that, thank you everybody who's joined us. It was lovely to have you on, and we hope we tried to answer as many questions and comments as possible. Those who we didn't, we tried to reach out to you after the session. And I guess with that, shall we sign off?
Yes, just one thing, don't forget to tag Imagimake and Vibha Thakkar and use the hashtag create together so that we can see your post and we don't miss out on them. So don't forget to tag us while you're sharing those beautiful cards that you've made.
Yes.
Awesome, Disha.
Absolutely. Alright, well thank you, and thank you everybody else, and have a wonderful time creating together. Okay. Bye.